Hi there, it's Rachel here. Just updating people who might be interested, especially my fellow Kiwis, about what's happening with the Gloriavale protest tonight. They will be protesting outside the Christchurch venue where the leaders' debate is going to be on, because we've got elections coming up. Well, they're actually open now, voting is open now. So it's a good place for the ex-members from Gloriavale to get noticed by the media and by politicians. They have launched a petition for the government to start an inquiry into the human rights abuses that take place at Gloriavale, and the things that happen there make the abuses that we suffer as ex-Jehovah's Witnesses just pale in comparison. They really are in a very isolated community. They all dress identically in like blue dresses and scarves. They work grueling hours for businesses. They have quite profitable businesses, yet they are all tax exempt. They put on smiley faces, of course, for the media, but inside they're very trapped. Much trapped, far more than ex-witnesses, because of the social and physical isolation. And I think the thing that we have in common with them, of course, is the shunning, the breaking up of families that we experience as ex-witnesses is pretty much the same as what they experience. They are a lot more disadvantaged, of course, because when they leaving the community down there in the South Island is a lot harder, because they've been encouraged to have really large families. They work for the Gloriavale Trust, or their businesses are owned by the trust. So when they leave, they have no job, no home, virtually no possessions. So it's a real struggle for them to leave. So I'm doing the best that I can to support them, and we'll be handing out flyers and things to try and get the public on board with the petition, so we can get them investigated. And the hope is, because I'm working with ex-exclusive brethren as well, that we can get the government to look at the abusive practices of these high control religions, and perhaps get some legislative change that will protect our rights. Just like other citizens of New Zealand can expect to have their rights protected, for example, if they're discriminated against at their place of employment or education, then the Human Rights Commission will step in and act on the Human Rights Act and other laws that we have in New Zealand. But there's nothing to protect former members or current members from religious abuse, so we're hoping to see that change. And something else I want to address in this video is this continued barrage of accusations against me by another YouTuber, which are pretty much all completely and utterly false and misconstrued. She seems to think that I support the name Jehovah, that I support people like Robert King and Eric Wilson. I've never ever followed Robert King. I could never stomach what he said, because it was very much just like Watchtower teachings. Eric Wilson, I have a great deal of respect for him. His reasoning helped me leave the Watchtower, and I have since departed from those beliefs. I don't share his beliefs anymore, and so the name Jehovah has no significance to me whatsoever. When I made a comment on that YouTuber's channel, and perhaps I could have made it in a kinder way than what I did, I was simply saying that if that name really upsets her so much, that causes her a great deal of grief, and in fact, in her words, I think she talked about her mind being screwed by the name, then I felt that perhaps therapy might help. And I guess people who sympathise with her views or on her channel, who have this very superstitious idea about a word and attribute evil and malicious intent in a very superstitious way to all people who use that name, whether they use it innocently or not. I think that's going a bit over the top to do that. And in the video I made yesterday, I think it was, I pointed out how the Watchtower did that as well, with people who believed a little bit different to us, yet who were quite innocent, yet we would point the finger at them and accuse them of evil, basically. Nothing to the extreme that this particular YouTuber does. You know, as a Christian, I feel that we should be looking at our neighbour in a loving and kind way, and like the Bible says that God, Yahuah, if you want to call him that, have you pronounce it Yahuah or Yahweh? He looks for the good in people. He doesn't look for things that are wrong, and he looks for the, well, I should qualify that. Of course, there are things that are wrong that would merit his disfavour, obviously, but he looks at the heart of people, looks at their motives, their intentions, and I just feel that it's very wrong what this YouTuber is doing to other people who are quite sincere and pretty much behave in a far more Christian way than what she does. And I don't know if it's because she has been very hurt by people in the past, and I do apologise if my comments about her lack of comprehension in that I didn't know that she suffered with dyslexia and comprehension reading difficulties, but it does kind of explain a little bit why she can't really can't understand what I've written in my comments. And I am sorry that I got a little bit snarky with her. That's not the kind of person that I am. Anyway, thank you for watching this, and I'll keep you updated with how we get on with the petition for Gloriavale and with the Human Rights Commission here. And there's some other stuff going on as well, and if anything happens that's exciting, I will make a video about it. Bye!